If the words pitch yourself make you want to curl under a weighted blanket and hide, then this episode's for you. Whether you're pitching a product, booking a client, or just trying to explain what you do without second guessing yourself, I got you. Let's get into it. Hey, welcome back to the Jameela Adams Experience podcast, a place for women over 40 who want to rediscover their purpose, show up boldly, and make some noise in this business world. Hi, I'm your host, Jameela Adams, and this episode is a juicy one. How to speak up, even when you're scared, mastering your entrepreneurial pitch. Let's talk about fear. It's one of those things that keeps us, let's just say, tongue-tied, nervous, and all the above. And what we have to remember is most of us don't struggle with pitching because we lack ideas. We struggle because we don't feel we're worthy to present them. And I've had to learn that and maneuver around that. But guess what? The inner critic that says you're not polished enough or they don't think, they're going to think you're doing too much. Well, that critic is lying. We need to move him or her out of our heads and keep it pushing. So we're going to flip the script today and we're going to talk about the 5 steps that will help you pitch like a pro. And trust me, practice makes perfect. And this will help you along the way because I've been there and that's why I'm coming up with it. So step number 1, start with your why. Your why is your anchor. When you know your work matters, it's easier to speak from the heart instead of nerves. I know when I talk with potential clients or doing networking events, when people ask me what I do, I have no problem saying, hey, I help women over 40 turn their passion project into a main gig through website design and marketing. And that's because that is my why. That is what I enjoy doing. So remember that. Anchor your why. Start with your why. So step number 2, craft your core message. Can you describe your offer in 1 sentence? Well, I just did. If not, work on it. Make it clear, not clever. People do not buy confusion. Trust me, they will leave you on the side of the road. They want clarity. So when you give people a clear message on what you do and how you do it in your pitch, it's golden. So step number 3, hook them early. Start with a compelling question, a bold statement, or a mini story. So, as an example, did you know the average person spends 2.5 years looking for lost items? I help them get that time back. And boom, you got their attention because they want to know exactly what you do and how can you help them get their time back. So, start with a mini story or a bold statement. So, step number 4, make it about them, not you. So your pitch isn't about proving yourself. It's about solving a problem. Show them the value of what you do in their language, not yours. So it's kind of like read the room, look at the people, check them out and see if you can be relatable to them, especially in a networking event or if someone just asks you exactly, what do you do? How can you help me? And you explain it to them and you make sure that you use their verbiage, their language, so they can get a better understanding of what you do. So when I talk with people, especially about the services I provide, I always say, what is it that you need to improve on your website? And they all say, hey, I don't think I'm getting enough traction. I don't believe the colors I'm using are pleasing to the eye, so on. Just anything like that. So what you do, and you deconstruct what they're saying and go back and say, how would you like to change it? How can I help you change that? And you go from there. So think of it this way. It's not about proving yourself. It's about solving their problem. So step number 5, end strong. Tell them what to do. So when you end your pitch, you want to end strong to get their attention, to make sure that they either schedule a call, if that's what you want them to do. Schedule a call, follow you on the socials, share your info. So that way, whatever the next step is, make it clear. And this is what you have to do to end strong. So those are the 5 steps. Yes, they seem a little basic because they really are. It's just a matter of putting them into practice. Now, Great pitchers are not born, they're built. So you have to practice it till you can say it in your sleep, record it, rehearse it, tweak it if you have to. But remember, it's yours and yours alone, and you have to own it. So confidence isn't about perfection, it's about preparation. So remember, when you go out to talk to people, or even online or whatever, just make sure that you are prepared to give the facts on what you do, how you do it, and make sure it's clear. And then you give them the next step you want them to do. And that's pretty much it when you pitch. So let's wrap this up. So here's the deal. Speaking up isn't about a perfect pitch. It's about showing up fully. You've got the experience, you've got the story, you've got the solutions. So now all I get to do is say it out loud because people really need to hear you and they need your services. So take that leap, even if your voice shakes, even if you're tongue tied, but speak up because people need your services and they need to hear what you have to say. So, like I said, we're wrapping up. So I hope this episode spoke to you. And do me a favor, don't forget to leave a comment, like and subscribe, and send this episode to a friend who could use a boost in their pitching game. Because trust me, we all do. Never, ever rest on your laurels when it comes to pitching because every day something changes. So you have to make adjustments no matter what. And just remember, every time, I want you to be inspired, be inspiring, be encouraged, be encouraging. But most of all, I want you to be you, and I'll check you out next week. Take care.